Hello and welcome to another episode of Inside the District. I am Eric Allen, Cobb County Commissioner for District 2. And today I have an extremely exciting conversation with two people who are instrumental in helping move Cobb forward. I have with me two CID directors. I have Kim Menifee, who is the Executive Director of the Cumberland CID, and Tracy Stife, who is the Executive Director of the Town Center CID. So thank you guys for joining.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
thank you.
So just for a point of reference, and we'll start with the Cumberland CID, kind of where is the territory? What encompasses the Cumberland CID?
Well, each district, as you know, Commissioner, is defined by a designated boundary. And the Cumberland District, we are the home to Atlanta Braves, the whole Cumberland area, 6.5 square miles. Located right in the heart with many amenities surrounding think about I-285 and I-285 where they intersect in Cobb. That's where Cumberland is.
Oh, cool. And Tracy, Town Center, kind of self-explanatory. Everybody knows where Town Center is, but where's your boundaries?
There's a lot of town centers in Georgia, we've learned, but Town Center in Cobb is in Kennesaw. And so it is fully in unincorporated Cobb County. They're wedged around 575 and 75. And so as the second oldest CID in the state, about the same size as Cumberland, 6.25 square miles. And all of Kennesaw State University's main campus is in our boundary line. So we go all the way to the north to KSU and then to the south, touching the border of the city of Marietta.
Yeah, and Cumberland is also an unincorporated Cobb. So you
solely unincorporated Cobb, and our boundary, actually our southernmost boundary is Cobb Parkway down to the Paces Mill unit of the Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area. Incorporates a little bit of Vinings, and then if you go north almost to Terrell Mill Road. And the national park is our boundary actually to the west.
Which has a brand new
to the east.
Facade has been, really invested in and opened up, so it's really nice. And we'll talk about trails in a second because that's one of the amazing things that CIDs do. But just to kind of take a step back, CID is a community improvement district. Tracy, what is a CID?
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
So CIDs were created 36 years ago with Cumberland CID, which at the time was called the Cobb CID. And then when Town Center was created in 97, we became Cumberland and Town Center. And they are self-taxing districts that were created by commercial property owners that wanted to improve and retain the property values in their communities. They wanted to make sure not only that their building assets were protected and grew as the community grew, but also that there were investments made around infrastructure, quality of life things like trails and trash pickup and beautification, as well as safety and a number of other things that create places where people truly want to be. Now there are, I believe, 32 CIDs across the state of Georgia, and it really is a collaborative partnership that works from a public-private perspective.
Yeah, and there's a third CID in District 2, which is the Marietta Gateway CID. Yes. So just so you know, there are 3 in District 2, which everything important and fun is in District 2. We always joke about that, but it just seems to be the center of everything. And from an economic driver, tourism is the biggest industry in Cobb. And when you think about District 2, which our CIDs have a significant role in, you've got all of the attractions that people think about. You've got the Braves, you've got Atlanta United, you've got Town Center Mall, you've got Cumberland Mall, a lot of parks, the National Park. So there's a lot of different things that are in there, but what are you most proud of? I know we just opened the Bob Callan Trail in the Cumberland CID, and that is phenomenal, but what are the things that you're most proud of in the CID?
Well, we were excited to celebrate three major milestones this year. In January, we opened the new ramp, the Acres Mill ramp, that allows drivers to access the Cumberland area on the I-75 Northwest Express Lane system. It's a project that's been in the works for the last 10 plus years, partnering with Cobb County and GDOT and other partners. As Tracy said, really partnerships are essential to our work. And so we're very proud to open up that new access point. We have over 100,000 commuters into Cumberland each and every day. So that transportation, really adding that transportation modality in Cumberland has been really significant. And then in June, we opened phase 1 of New Day Palisades, which is our rehabilitation project. We have a formal partnership with the National Park Service to rehabilitate the Paces Mill unit of the National Park that's there within Cumberland. So we opened phase 1 and we're working to fund phase 2. And then you mentioned the Bob Callan Trail. We opened the final extension of the 4-mile Bob Callan Trail, which is really significant regionally. Not only into Cumberland, we have 38 miles of connected trails throughout the Cumberland district, but then it connects each of our communities, and that's the whole goal with the trail network. And this particular trail will eventually connect to the Mountain to River Trail. So those that are in Town Center and Cumberland, we can easily move throughout Cobb County together in terms of cycling and really enjoying the beauty of our entire county.
Yeah, and I think all that ties into the Cumberland Sweep, which is really going to be transformative in how people move around that region, around that area.
Yes, I mean, we have largely focused our 37 years with transportation and infrastructure projects that have really transformed the Cumberland area. It's one of the easiest areas within Metro Atlanta to drive your car, but it's not as walkable as we would like for it to be. And we wanted to add different transportation modalities into the district. So this project is 3.5 miles of connection for walking and biking, and we'll have an autonomous shuttle network that will be part of the project. So the AV network really helps us account for that first and last mile connectivity, where it's a little bit too far to walk, but really not long enough to drive your car. So really adding in that transit connection. And we're very proud to be partnering with Cobb County on making that component of the Cumberland Sweep come to fruition.
Yeah. So Tracy, what do you have going on exciting in Town Center? What are you proud of?
Oh, goodness. You know, talking about the trails, our Noonday Creek Trail was completed back in 2014, but it was something that we had thought about from the inception of the CID. We knew that there was a natural asset with the Noonday Creek going through the district, and that there was a way to amenitize that to create not only a recreational opportunity for employees and visitors to the district, but also to connect residents and connect communities. And so not only does that trail network see nearly 20,000 visitors a month, but we've had over 100,000 rides on our bike share. So we just this past weekend celebrated our 10th anniversary, and I think maybe today we selected a winner for our bike share drawing. So Georgia Power has powered our new e-bikes that we've added to the system.
I'm more of an e-bike rider.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, and you
Let him do it for me.
With the e-bike, you can pedal, or you can give it a little throttle if you need to. So they're road ready, but also trail ready. And the great thing about it is you can pick up a bike in Town Center. You can take it over to campus at KSU. When you're done with your ride, you can stop it there. But then you can also say, hey, I want to go down to the stadium and see a Braves game or catch a show at the Roxy. And then you can leave it there and Uber back, or decide to, get back on the bike and head up trail if you want to head back to Town Center.
So are both of your trails connected?
They
So
are.
they're interconnected? Yeah. So it really is connecting community.
It really is.
Yeah. Yeah,
And for
it
us,
really
we're
is.
working on the last 4 miles with Cobb County and also the city of Woodstock to connect the trails beyond the county to Cherokee to downtown Woodstock. And so they are working on the portion coming out of Cherokee County, and then Cobb is working on the portion that comes into the Noonday Creek Trail. So once that's completed, there will be 22 miles of connected trail that then connect down through Mountain to River Trail and Marietta, as well as City of Smyrna and down to Cumberland. And now it's open to Silver Comet and the Beltline.
And the Beltline, all the way, and so you can go all the way from downtown Atlanta to Alabama.
You can.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And so with that though, what are the challenges? I mean, I know that Town Center, a lot of people have questions about Town Center Mall, student housing, Kennesaw State. I'm sure there's also some challenges in the area.
We see challenges as opportunities. Kennesaw State University is a growing and thriving campus. It has over 50,000 students this year, which is hard to believe. But these are students who not only are commuters, but are living and working in the district. And then we have 40,000 employees coming into the district every day, making an impact to the county of $12.6 billion annually, and then $16.2 billion to the state of Georgia. So all of that together challenges things around traffic, perhaps. How do you get from point A to point B? One of the things that we're working on not only with Cobb County, but with the university, is what would a microtransit system look like? How can we connect the students through the community more efficiently and effectively? And then also Cobb County has allowed KSU students to use the Cobb Link buses for free. So this is the first year that they can hop on a bus and go between main campus to the Marietta campus with their student fees card. So those are some of the things that we are able to put into place through our partnerships and collaboration. But then our larger scale projects are those that, sometimes we have to apologize for the traffic that it creates on 75 as the construction's underway, but South Barrett Reliever Phase 3. And so that will be opening in the first quarter of 2026.
Trust.
It will be opening. And so it's going to take 20% of traffic off of Barrett Parkway. And when you think about Barrett Parkway, is not only a place where people go to, but they go through. And so they're wanting to get from other counties through Cobb County to 75 to get to their places of employment and then back home to get to that soccer game. The managed lanes have been a huge part of that, but we need other things that are off the interstates in order to help people get home more efficiently and effectively. So not only will South Barrett Reliever take that traffic off of Barrett Parkway and give alternate routes to 41 and also the east side of Barrett, but it'll create an inner loop throughout the heart of the district that will have the ability to create what we call complete streets, which are really just more thoughtful, planned roads. And maybe where you have a road that doesn't have a separated bike pedestrian lane, getting that off the road to create more safety, putting lighting where there needs to be, creating medians and then trees and different things that create a more walkable, safe, enjoyable experience, as well as a more efficient traffic experience to get people where they need to be.
Yeah, I think traffic is a challenge everywhere, which is why we work hard.
We are the traffic.
We
truly are.
We try our best to mitigate it. But what are some of the challenges you have in Cumberland?
Well, when you think about Cumberland and how it's continued to grow, and we want to make sure from an economic development standpoint, we continue to grow positively. We today contribute $26.6 billion to Georgia's economy and $20.4 billion annually to Cobb County's economy. So we want to be able to continue to grow and create generational projects that make an impact. And I think that's really what speaks to our combined history, is that with our partners, we've really been able to create projects that have improved and helped our areas continue to really be economic drivers for our county. So, for us, I think the challenge is, how do we meet that growth? We now have over 30,000 residents that live in Cumberland. And these are primarily millennials and Gen Xers, and they have different expectations. So we want to be able to create that quality of life where people want to not only work but live, and those who visit, we want to make it an incredible experience. Connecting all of the amenities that we have. You mentioned Cumberland Mall. We have the Convention Center,
which
the
is
Performing
going
Arts
through
Center.
a renovation right now.
Yes, an incredible renovation that will continue to help the center grow and have a positive impact on not only Cumberland but Cobb County. So I think for us, it's just continuing to work to meet those challenges and create projects that really continue to positively impact the community.
Well, thank you both for kind of sharing some of what's going on in your area. And I hope everybody knows Cobb County is open for business. And these are two of the ladies who help generate that and bring people into Cobb County so they can experience what we get to experience every day. But before we go, I know, Tracy, you have a State of the District coming up, and I'll give you an opportunity to kind of let people know how they can come and learn more about the Town Center CID.
Wonderful. Thanks, Eric. So we have an annual State of the District event. This will be our 4th State of the District that we'll be hosting, and it is on Tuesday, October the 28th at 8 a.m. at Governor's Gun Club. And so we are taking a little bit different approach this year. We have spent prior State of the Districts focusing on our 25th anniversary, on different partnerships in the community. One year we focused on Town and Gown, the relationship between the community and the university and how we partner together. This year we're bringing in subject matter experts from around the country. So Ellen Dunham Jones, who is with Georgia Tech and an urban designer and planner, is going to be there, along with Sarah Numula, who is from Colorado. And she has an interesting background. She's not only a city planner, but she's also mayor pro tem of her community. And so she understands the importance of working together in order to focus on things like redevelopment, maybe when you have a mall that needs some improvements along the way. But what are the different pieces that have to come together, and what are the different partners that have to come together in order to make that type of a redevelopment project a reality? So you can find tickets online on our website, and we can link it through this as well, but we're really excited about that event. We have over 200 attendees, and we also announce our Townie Awards, which will be the 3rd year that we've done that as well. So nominations are still open for those awards. We'll be closing that out this week. So if you know of a citizen or a corporate champion in the community that's doing good things, let us know so we can be sure to honor them.
Yeah, well, thank you. And thank you all for checking out this episode of Inside the District, and we will see you next time. Thank you.